Do you also sometimes wake up in the morning and think, today's the perfect day to be chained up in a dark, grim dungeon and wait for your death? Then you're in for a treat. Hello and welcome, my name is David and this is Life Escape Guide. My first review will be about the Exectioner of the Berlin-based escape room company House of Tales. They sit next to Checkpoint Charlie, which is a famous touristic site in Berlin, so it's very accessible to get there. I will read you the short explanation or introduction they have on their website. The Executioner. It's your worst nightmare, but there's no waking up. How did you end up in this grim dungeon? You only have this one chance if you don't want to be the executioner's next victim. Escape. You'll need all your wit to escape the executioner. Will you find a way to free yourself? Your time is running out. There is some more information they give on the website. The room has the original German title of Der Henker. It's made for 2 to 5 players and there is an age limitation. You cannot play it under 16 years, so it's 16 years plus. Also, you shouldn't play it if you're not physically fit. And that is interesting because there are not so many rooms that give you those limitations, that you have to be in a special shape to play it or a special age. And that's a little scary before you play the room. And I can say so much, I think they have to give this limitation that they cannot be sued or so, but I think the room is not too hard physically that you should be scared about that. So let's talk about the room. Don't worry, it's a spoiler-free review. That means I won't tell you any details about the room or any solves to any puzzles, but the more you hear about the room, the less things will be surprising. So if you don't want to know anything, you can skip right to the ratings. Other than that, I will start now talking about the room. What I always value most at escape rooms is if they do something different, something special, something that you remember afterwards. And the most memorable thing that happened there happened right in the beginning. So we've been 5 players when I played the room. And usually an escape room starts with you arrive, you put your stuff in the locker, then you get a short introduction and then they send you into the room and you start playing. But this time, after the introduction, something different happened. Every single member of our group got blindfolded. And then the game master guided every single one of us into the room separately. And most of the people in our team had been separated actually when the game started. If an escape room starts this way, you know that it's going to be special. And it was. So to solve this escape room, we couldn't just have one good player in the team who solves all the puzzles. No, we had small teams and groups of people who had to solve puzzles themselves to get together in the end. Don't worry, you don't play the whole game separated, but that's the starting point and that's really, really special. And the whole design of the room is very special as well because it's very, very realistic. So you get some pictures here from the website and the look you get here is actually the look you get in the room. And it really feels like a grim dungeon and it's scary and yeah, you don't want to get over those 60 minutes and meet the executioner. You really don't. So that's really, really cool. For our group, solving the puzzles wasn't too hard. But that can be due to us being a very experienced group and the room is officially rated as a beginners to advanced room. But it caused for us to be out of the room in 35 minutes, which was a little frustrating because it felt a little like we paid the whole experience and only got half of it. And also the ending came very sudden because we thought, okay, we're solving puzzles and getting through the room and then suddenly we had been standing in front of the game master who tapped us on the shoulder and said how fast we were, but we didn't expect the room to end at this point already. But this is very subjective and can differ from group to group. We spoke to the game master and he said that many groups don't even get out or need very many clues. So don't be scared that that's the same for you. But the good thing about the puzzles was that they were not so generic as many puzzles in escape rooms are. So you were not always looking for a key to a keyhole. The puzzles were very creative and organically worked into the room, and that was very nice. So puzzling never took you out of the atmosphere of the room, but it more so integrated itself into the room, and that was very well done. So how would I rate this room in numbers? I made up a rating system that divides escape rooms in 3 categories. And those are the puzzles, so how are the puzzles made, how complex are they, how original. Then the design, so how's the room looking, how well crafted is it, how does it feel. And the third one, the immersion. How's the story, how much are you forgetting that you are inside an escape room, and does it feel like reality to you? So those are the 3 rating categories. So for this special room, the Executioner of House of Tales, I would, in the category of the puzzles, give it a 7 out of 10, which is a very good result, I think, because the puzzles were very good, but they were a little too easy, and that's where it lost a little. In design, I would give it a 9 out of 10, because it, as I said, looked very, very nice and had a very good feel to it. For immersion, I would give it a 8 out of 10, because it was very immersive with the beginning, with the blindfolds, and you had to get out of there. But still, it felt like playing through an escape room and making riddles, kind of. And still, it's a 8 out of 10. It's a very, very good result. So all in all, I would give it a 24, which is the 3 categories added. And this room is definitely a recommendation of mine. And there's a reason why I made the first review on that channel about this room, because I wanted to start with a strong one. And if you happen to go to Berlin and get a chance to play that room, I would definitely recommend doing so. So what do you think? Did you play the room? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you agree with my review? Put all your thoughts down in the comments. And if you have any other room that you suggest for me to review, put them down there as well, and I'll try to get there as soon as I can to play it and review it afterwards. If you liked the video, I upload videos like that every Thursday, so you can subscribe to see more of them. And if you don't want to miss any of them, you can also press the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a video. If you want to see more videos now, you can click here on my right on one of my other videos. Thank you for watching.